Hi there, and welcome everyone to the second episode of my Let's Play series in Trains in World. Today we will be taking over a networker diesel train going all the way from Reading to London Paddington on the Great Western Main Line. So let's get into it. Let's begin. So I think I need to set up my train first. Locked, unlocked. Go to forward. I think we are ready to depart already. That's sad. I hoped I could have a look at the train station here in Reading, which is a very nice modern train station. It was recently refurbished, I think, together with the recent line updates. Oh, I think I need to go left over there. Put in the cap light on the cap lights. Do I have my front lights on? No, I don't. Is this over here? Headlights. Day. That looks better. Alright. 25 to the left, so I can accelerate a little bit. And there we go to the to the slow tracks of the Great Western Main Line. And then there we are. Yes, we have 3-car networker train, class 166. Oh, a HST train is overtaking us. Looking forward to that. I think we are good to go 16 now. So full throttle. And then have a look outside and look at the overtaking HST train. They are not running on this line anymore, since it's now fully electrified all the way from London Paddington to all the way to Cardiff. And they replaced the old HST train sets with modern Hitachi bi-mode trains that go under overhead wires, as well as multi. I could go 90, and I think that's max speed here as well. They can go. The new trains can go under the overhead wire, as well as are equipped with diesel engines to run the branch lines, which mainly are the trains to Oxford, which leave the Great Western Rail main line in Dickett, and the trains that go to Penzance, which leave the Great Western main line right after Reading. Also, these networkers are not working on this line anymore because they are replaced by TfL rail services. So all commuting service between Reading and Paddington are now taken over by the TfL rail, which will eventually be the Queen Elizabeth line, a fancy crossrail project that is delayed several times, and I have lost track when it is supposed to be open now. And now they can show off their greater max speed. That's nice view here. I've installed a mod, a livery mod, which activated the first Great Western liveries on this line as well. So I think they are mixed now. There are some GWR services, the green ones, and then the first Great Western services as well on this line now. So we were seeing nicely before. I think we had a better acceleration doing the low speeds, but now they can show off their greater high speed. And nice, there is crossing another one. Maybe let's have a look from the outside. Very nice, lots of traffic going on today. So I'm almost at 90 and we are starting to approach Twyford. We are, I think, still in time. That's good. And we can already see this station there. So yeah, no, full service is good, not emergency brake. I don't like to use the emergency brake. Oh, that might be... I'm maybe a little too used to my good braking networkers, but that seems alright. No, stop it. Brake. There we go, almost. Could be better. Unlock left. Let's have a look at the platform. But passengers can get out nicely, so it's not too bad. And a nice view from the back. Yeah, very nice. I like this train. Where I live right now in the UK, I have I have an hourly service I can watch out of my office window, which is quite nice. So I get to see these trains a lot. There we go. So we're almost done. I can already prepare locking the no, go back to 0, lock both, and next is quite a long section, 6 miles. And we have allowed 90 again, so will be a nice smooth acceleration. So for this series I was thinking to visit all the British lines that are out there for Trains in World already. So in the last episode we did the Southeastern High Speed line. I need to revisit this line as well because we haven't covered the high speed part of it. Just the old part of it, which we did with the networkers. And today's topic will be the Great Western Main Line. I think I will make another episode about this line as well, where we take one of the historic trains that were released recently in a British Rail pack. And I think I've read somewhere that there is also a mod that removes all the overhead wire parts of it, which are, you can see in this state where they modeled this line, they were in the middle of the construction of electrifying this line, and there's a mod which removes these parts as well, so we have a more realistic feeling when doing a historic train. It also fits nicely with my Transport Fever 2 London series, because it is one of the few It is the only track actually going into London that is out there for Trains and World by the time I record this video. And I have the Great Western Main Line also on my Transport Fever 2 build, which I haven't detailed yet. So I will come to that part at some point. Interesting fact about this line is that it was originally built by Brunel, and he decided to make it a very broad gauge, which I think the track gauge was over 2 meters broad, and he said that would increase stability, train stability and comfort during higher speeds. And there was something called the gauge war, where they try to in the UK they tried out different track gauges, and in the end the standard gauge made it, and shortly after Brunel's death they passed a law that all new train tracks need to be in the standard gauge, and they eventually converted the Great Western Main Line back to... Oh, there's another train coming. Back to standard gauge then. So standard gauge won the track war. So what's coming up? 75. So I should brake for 75. And Maidenhead is also approaching soon. So yeah, the Great Western 75 now. I think we are on 75. That's good. The Great Western Main Line is the key line connecting London to the 40 going right. I'm not going right. London to the west side of the country, going all the way to Wales and Cardiff and Swansea. And major cities on this line are Bristol and Bath as well. Let's brake a little bit more. Not full service, that's too much. And so it's a major line with lots of intercity services running westwards. More, let's go full service. 2 to 3, I should stop here. Oh, I missed my stop again. 40 yards. Acceptable, but I did much better last time. And with the major branch lines are going towards Oxford, and one is going northwards from Bristol northwards, and the Reading to Penzance line connecting the southwestern part to London. Let's have a look at this beautiful train model. I really like the train models in Trains and World. They feel very much alive. I can't compare them really to the train simulator models, but yeah, they were nice in Trains and World. So, can lock the doors, and I've just noticed someone turned the lights in them off inside. the train, so let me see if I can find the... No, I should stop. Still not. I'm still too early. Okay. There we have it. Not that. Train lighting. Is it that one? No. I need to press it longer? I don't know. Oh, they say train lighting. On. That's what I want. Yes, now it has lights inside. Yeah, good. So, how fast are we allowed to go? 90 again, so I can full throttle and head towards the next station in 1.6 miles. I haven't actually checked how long the journey will be between Reading and Oxford. I mean, I say Oxford and Paddington, so I hope it will be within like half an hour. That's at least what I remember it when traveling this route the last time. Here you can clearly see that they are in the process of electrifying this line. Oh, we are almost at the next station. We can already see it, so I should throttle down, brake a little bit. There we go. So we should soon enter Greater London, cross the M25 and be within the Greater London area. I think around Slough. There we go. Another fast service that is not stopping there. Oh, I turned on these. I don't want these. I want to look out for the 2 to 3, 3 to 5. There we need to stop. A bit further, okay. And unlock left. Here we have some time, so maybe I get out a little bit. I think quite recently they added departure boards. They should work. Do they work? No, they don't work. I've read some. No, I think that's in planning. They want to do that, but haven't really finished it. So very nice small station. You can that's a common scheme on this line. You can see they are built as 4-track station, but only the leftmost 2 tracks are usually used on the stations, and the other tracks are fenced off so they can go faster over there. Let's have a look inside. They really look nice inside as well. Very detailed. Gives you really the feeling of being on one of these trains. There's a toilet here, and then we're here. Very nice. I really like this these British overpasses. It's very typical British railway station needs one of these overpasses. So yes, another minute to go. We have a look at the train's front. No, we are not having anything on this departure board. This not departure, but on this destination boards here. Can I set them up somehow? Sure, I think this one is one of the oldest expansions for this game. They, yeah, had this in very early in there. I'm not sure if it was part of the initial release, but it was very early. So no, it doesn't look like I can set this up. Would have been nice. Lock doors. And then we go. There we go. I think, is there a... Yes, next one is here. We're quite a journey ahead of us. Hopefully it won't take too long. Here you can see they already installed some overhead wires. They will disappear again. Very nice. Nice houses as well. They have a great variety of British houses as well. I should brake again as we are approaching the next station. I'm not sure what is a good speed to enter a station. Please let me know in the comments. I always think like going around 40 sounds reasonable to me. Then I have enough time to brake, but I'm not going too well. There is the stop sign up there. So dash, we should stop here. That's very good. Proud of me. And nice. An island platform in the middle. Really just a stop without any switches or anything fancy around. But a nice roof. So maybe something I can be inspired of. That's a very nice roof, nice textures. Now I'm running a bit late. Maybe I can... No, not... I don't want that. That's not good. I wanted to open the window. Doesn't look like I can open the windows here. But headlights stay. What else can we... And de-moisture on the windscreen. It isn't moist. That is good. Cap light is on. I can turn it off. Thought it would be... Yeah. And accelerate again. Next stop is Slough. Nice. We can climate control. I think it doesn't change anything. Would have been nice if they added sound so you can hear the aircon running at least. But yeah. It's nice that you have all these switches, even though they not always do something in the simulation. I also like that you can adjust the brightness here. Less bright, more bright. Really gives you the feel of sitting in the chair and driving one of these trains. I haven't kept an eye out on the speed limits. I think we're still allowed to go 90. Let me quickly cheat and see. Yes, we can go 90. 90. And that's just, yeah. So, as we are approaching the London area, you can see there is much more going on to the left and the right. Less countryside, more urban development, more industries. There you can nicely see some constructions going on to the right. As we are getting closer and closer to London. I just wish there would be more routes going into London. Like, my dream would be to do my London build for one of the train simulator companies like Dovetail Games or something, and just release a London pack of for a train simulator, so you can should be breaking now, I think. Yes. So you can drive around all the different tracks and into all the different London termini. That would have been a nice project. I'd love to do that. Maybe one day I can do that. Something I'm be joking around. It's like I already have made a lot of assets, UK assets. I could use for recreating London in, let's say, the Unity engine and make a simulation game out of it. That would have been nice as well. There we go, there is the sign. They are sometimes really hard to see. So, unlock left. Is there a free camera? I think that one is free. Yes, because so here at Slough, nice, we have another. Slough is a nice train station. It has the 4 main tracks, one side track, the platform 6 over here, and over here there's another side track which there we go, heads off to there, to the south, which is the branch line to Windsor and Eton. So Windsor is the town where the Windsor Castle is located, the residency of the Queen. They're not running the services here, but they don't have other rolling stock they could put on here, so it's nice they put in a service here as well. The fun story is you can go to Windsor via 2 lines. You can head off at Waterloo Station, and you can head off here at Paddington, and there were 2 separate lines going into Windsor. That was back then when they built all the railway lines. They were all private companies and they were competing for passengers. And I want to forward. I was playing V8. Was trying to fly around with the VASD, which is not a good thing because it messes with your controls. Yeah. And these 2 lines were built around the same time for Queen Victoria, so they she has a way of getting around, because train was the only mode of transportation there. And it's really a tradition since then for the royal family to travel by train. The Queen likes to travel by train. And different railway companies always offer their services to the Queen when she needs it, and that way she can travel around the UK and Europe by train. Which is a nice fact that I like that the Queen is a train fan as well. I think the Queen Victoria chose one of the 2 lines they built, but I don't remember at the top of my head which one they choose. Maybe you know. Write me in the comments. Yeah. So we are still in. It's a very monotone route. I'd like to take at least the network, cause the diesel trains, because they stop once in a while. If I do this route by HST, it's just accelerating at Reading, maybe stopping at Slough, and then braking again for Paddington. This looks like a station, but we are apparently not stopping here, which is sad. There's still 3 miles to go. So Slough is right at the edge of Greater London. It's still an independent town, but I'm not sure if we crossed it already, but we should cross the M25. For those of you who don't know that much about London, the M25 is a orbital motorway that goes all the way in a circle around London, and for many people it marks the end of the Greater London and where the countryside begins. So yeah. And there was another station we are not stopping at. But we should cross the M25 any second. I think. Actually now. Yeah, that looks like the motorway. That is the M25. Big motorway. Usually there's more traffic going on there than just a few cars. But that's what I feel in this simulation. They don't have much traffic going on. I should brake a little bit more. We are quite fast. And we are entering the Greater London area from the west. And to the right will be soon Heathrow Airport, or is already. I think Heathrow Airport is almost at the edge of close to the M25. Yeah, I think Heathrow Airport is somewhere south of us, to the right. And we should see the Heathrow Express connecting lines taking off soon after the station here, as far as I recall it correctly. Oh, I think I'm again too far. Yeah, 2 to 3 is here. A little bit hit. We seem to be good in time, so maybe I can get out again and have a look. Oh, there was another service overtaking. And I think the fast service is allowed to go 125 miles an hour here, while we are allowed 90 miles an hour. It's a nice overpass. Goes to the other platform here, maybe I can. And here the other platforms are not fenced off apparently, but there is a fence in the middle splitting the platforms. I'm not entirely sure about this, but it seems to me like that is due to the platform getting really crowded during commuter times, and that should avoid pushing people close to the other platform. I can lock the doors already. And then we wait until our departure time. Let's see how far we are in the route. Are we getting close? Quite close. 2/3 are already done. There we go. Another 10 seconds and then we can head off. There we go. Hayes and Harlington. Our next stop in 2.3 miles. And yeah, shortly after the station we should now see the Heathrow Express lines joining us. And that should mark the point where the line is now fully electrified, as far as I remember. Heathrow Express, the Heathrow Express section was electrified way earlier than the rest of the line. Yes, we can already see bridges in the background which mark the point. Heathrow is one of the is the biggest airport in the UK and one of the biggest in Europe. I'm not sure. Probably the biggest it's competing with, I think, Paris Charles de Gaulle. Yeah, there you can see this electrified sidetrack joining us from both sides. And it has many different connections you can go there. So you can take the Heathrow Express services into Paddington. You can go via Tube. The Piccadilly line is going through Heathrow. And I think there are regular services going to Heathrow as well, and the TfL rail services are going to Heathrow as well, and eventually the Queen Elizabeth line. Oh damn! I need to brake very hard. Oh damn! That's not good. That's not good. Overshooting that one, I think. Oh yes, by quite a bit. Damn. I was so focused on telling the story that I totally forgot the next station. Let's go to reverse and get into the station again. Is this already a red signal? Yeah. Maybe avoid going over this red signal. That is alright. Yeah, I know this door should open. I had the problem earlier that when overshooting and then going back into the station, the signal is already red, and they wouldn't let me pass because they thought the train would be in a different area, which is not good. So here I'm trying to avoid this problem so we can continue the journey. And I think that's a major mistake. I'm not sure what happens if this happens in real life, because I clearly shouldn't enter the block behind me again, because I think this is already counts as cleared, and yeah, I can close the doors. But yeah, let me know in the comments what I am supposed to do in this situation, actually. It's really not good. Oh, damn. Well, I should go forward again. Okay. Where was I? I was telling you, you can also take the TfL rail services and in the future the Queen Elizabeth line connecting Heathrow through central London and to the east as well, and to Canary Wharf, so you have a very good connection from Heathrow through central London. It's a very well connected airport. Let's have some views from the outside again. And there is new speed restriction, I think, still. Oh, it's hidden behind. I hate that. We can go 90 again. I hate that when these signs are hidden. But I find myself, placing these in Transport Fever 2 as well wrongly. But in a game like this shouldn't happen. Or at least be fixed by now. There you can see a nice arch. That's a nice looking station. I feel like I'm still going way too fast. Oh yeah, I am. No. I was driving the networker lately too much, because that one brakes much better. Let's have a look around. Again, the same scheme with the fences here to protect the fast-going services. The passengers from the fast-going services. There is a small siding to the right, which looks quite nice. I'm always impressed when I'm looking in the outside perspective by the trains. They are really nice looking models. Really like them very much. Can close the doors now. It's sad that they didn't model the Heathrow Express rolling stock, so we could do Heathrow Express services. But yeah, and let's start again. I have the feeling that Trains and World is really just at the beginning. I'm not sure what the general strategy of Dovetail Games is, because they still do both things. They still support further train simulator updates, but I think eventually Train Sim World is aimed to be the predecessor for Train Simulator. And it just moving it to the Unreal Engine gives it a much nicer graphics and in general a much nicer and realistic feel, I think. People are complaining that some features are missing that were there in Train Simulator, and you have to still think that Train Simulator is a huge game that developed over years, and with all that content that is now in there, and this one is just the beginning. It's a bit sad that they are not open to modders, so you need to be a licensed developer and can't put in your own stuff. I'd love to mod something for this train, for this game actually. That would be nice. Next stop is Ealing Broadway. Ealing Broadway is the end of... Oh, that might be... Yeah, we have a freight train. Let's have a look at this one first. It's a very nice freight loco. Sorry about the camera. We're apparently not stopping here. Yeah, Ealing Broadway is the next major interchange. And the tube is stopping there. I think the district line as well as... Not sure. Let me look this up real quick while I'm on it. So the district line is definitely stopping there. But I think also... I don't know. I really should know that. Oh, my phone doesn't tell me. That's sad. Another tube line. Let me know in the comments, and I will look it up right after I finish this video. But I can't really stop it now, so I should break now talking about Ealing Broadway too much. The central line is stopping there. Yes, I'm so sorry. I should have known that. Not emergency brake. And we can have a look at the platforms and where they head off actually. So these are the the 4 national rail platforms. Braking. Do I see the signs? Yes, it's over there. We again going way too fast. Maybe it fits. Yeah, it looks good. That looks good actually. So let's head out and have a look here. So these are tube lines. Tracks over here. Maybe if I go in and into the free view. There we go. Can have a closer look. So you see 5 platforms really for the tube here, which should be connected in the end. They are actually connected, so you can walk there. And you can see here these are clearly tube tracks because they have the 4th rail. And Central Line takes up these left platforms as far as I know, yes. And the District Line... No, I'm lying. I'm lying again. The Central Line takes the right 2 platforms. And the District Line takes up the left 2. Okay, should lock doors so we can head off in time. The District Line makes a left turn and then goes over us, while the Central Line stays a little bit longer with us and then heads northwards. And now we go completely to Paddington. That's nice. So you see now, to the left you see the district line heading off, and then going on the bridge in front of us, going southwards, and then heading into central London, while the central line tracks stay with us for a little while. And you can see we are already quite close to Paddington. And now the central line trains also head off northwards to the left. And that were the tube lines. So the next major thing is Acton. There is a huge here we are. Now here you can see a huge freight park, a freight station where usually lots of freight services has I'm allowed to go 80, I'm 60, that's good. Usually a lot of freight trains are standing around and waiting. And they, in the upcoming junction, the Great Western Main Line is connected to the south of London, and as far as I know also to the also, is it connected? No, it's just connected to the to the West Coast Main Line. And yeah, here we see the junction. This is Wilston Junction as far as I know. And I think they're building to the left now a huge depot. Let's see, I'm still not going 80. A huge depot for the Queen Elizabeth Line trains, the new Aventras. Over here somewhere. And it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, you can already see this huge construction site is now a depot for the Queen Elizabeth Line trains. And then there is the West London Line crossing over here, which builds a freight train connections. You can see them heading off over there for freight trains to the south of London, towards Clapham Junction, and then really the Brighton Main Line and the Western Main Line. The not sure, the one that goes into Waterloo. Alright, what does this sign say? Hopefully not. Oh, 50. Going way too fast by telling you all of this information. That's not good. I'm too distracted driving. Still brake. And yeah, so now we are really approaching the center of London. You can see we have now 7 tracks actually, but this left track is a siding track, so 6 tracks formation. There we have we're really getting close to London. Another mile and then we are in Paddington. I think somewhere here, that is one of the big highways going into central London, and then we should see, yes, that are the Hammersmith and City line tracks from the tube over there to the left, and they go now underneath us and have another stop here, I think Royal Oak, I'm not sure, let's have a look, before we go into Paddington. The termini of the Great Western Main Line. There is the tube station. Let's have a look. Oh wait, that doesn't it? Oh, there it says it. Royal Oak. Yes, it said Royal Oak. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I feel like I'm going too fast. I feel like I should go 20 or something. 25. I'm going 25, that's good. But I'm not sure if this is the first sign telling me to go 25. And we go to the outermost left track, which is nice. These two tracks are tube tracks. I think I should really brake full service because the platform is ending really close here. And then there is a footbridge connecting this tube station with the rest of Paddington Station. Looks quite empty. We had quite a lot of traffic going on, but yeah, normally the Paddington isn't that empty. Come on, yes. That looks good. Objective complete. Unlock right. And then we should, I think, that's it for today. So I put that in neutral, put that in full service, I think. Then I can put this in off, lock it. I think I can take it out, can't I? Ah, that's alright, let it in. The cab lights off. How do I turn the engine off actually? I should probably turn the engine off as well. It's emergency brake. Engine stop. This one, the illumination, I think. Doesn't look off to me, but yeah. Should lock doors. There we go. A little bit of speeding over here, otherwise a great statistic. I got a gold medal, that's nice. And let me just continue a bit and walk around Paddington Station. Because it's a very nice station. It definitely needs a model in Transport Fever 2 as well. With a very nice station roof. Yeah. Oh, there are a lot of waiting passengers. That is quite realistic, actually. Can I walk through there? No, I think that's a visible wall, yes. But yeah, that is the main hall of London Paddington Station. I thank you everyone for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for further updates on my Let's Plays in Trains and World, as well as my London rebuild in Transport Fever 2. Leave this a comment, tell me what you think about it, and leave it a like, and see you next time.